Hi there and welcome to the Nerdy Teacher with your host Linda. I'm here again with a colleague request this time. So someone has been in contact with me and they've requested some support with Google Forms. So I thought I would share this on here for all of you as well in case it was useful for you. So the issue was a lot of new students have been enrolling in my colleague's school, and the information that the staff needed, the teachers needed about the new students was all mixed up, all in a jumble, and not being passed on to the right teacher at the right time, which was making the teachers' lives a bit difficult. So the solution that we came up with together was using Google Forms to gather the data from the admissions department about each student, their name, the parents' email addresses, dates of birth. Does the child wear glasses? Does the child have any special needs that they need to cater to? Is there anything about food allergies that we need to know? And also a space to upload a previous school report. And then the issue was, well, how do we share this information only with the teachers who need it? So hopefully I'm managing to answer those questions and deal with this problem. Okay, let's get into it and have a look at this Google Forms solution for my colleague. I recently had a question from a colleague about how best to pass on new student information to class teachers, and the suggestion that we came up with was using Google Forms. So some of the information that has to be passed on is basic data like student name, parent names, parent email addresses, but also things like school reports from previous schools are sometimes useful to pass on to teachers. So we've got some information about the student to begin with. So the suggestion was that we use Google Forms for this. One of the many question type answer options is file upload. So that would be useful for adding the previous school report and attaching that to the form. And so you can add here your question. Please upload previous school report. Here. We can allow specific file types. If I switch that on, it's going to prompt me what kind of type do you want, what kind of file type do you want, just to make sure we're getting the right thing. A maximum number of files, well, there may be more than one, so let's set that to 5. Maximum file size, again. And what's happening is this is being uploaded to a folder in Google Drive, so the link is going to be there when you go in and look at the responses to the form. Let's add a few more questions to this. And Google Forms is automatically selecting the right kind of question type for me based on what I've asked. And I'm going to duplicate that question to ask for parent to email address. So we're getting all the data we need about students in one document. Okay, so here we've got our completed Google form. A very quick one with the student's name, asking for the parent's email address, any educational needs the student has, and space to upload previous reports. You could also add other questions to this if necessary. Over in the responses tab, it's switched on to accept responses and it's linked to sheets. So we can click on the 3 dots icon here and choose get email notifications for new responses. So this has been enabled, so now every time someone responds to this form, I'm going to receive an email about it. I can also select the destination for new responses, so I can take those responses into a new spreadsheet or I can add them to an existing spreadsheet that I already have. So let's go over to preview, and I'm going to add some fictitious students. and I can see the add file button here, so I can use that to upload a file from my computer and add, which I'm not going to do at the moment. Let's submit that, and it's given me the option to submit another response, so let's go for that as well. Okay, so now that we've got all this data, I can close this out and go back to my original form and look at the responses. So I want to share Rachel's family's responses with the teacher who's going to take her class. So rather than sharing all the data in the whole document, I'm going to go over to individual. I'm going to select the correct form. So this is Rachel's form, and I'm going to click on the print response icon. And rather than printing to a printer, I'm going to check save as PDF. So I can now download that to my computer, and I can save it and send it to the relevant teacher. So rather than having access to all the data of all the students, each teacher is sent the data that's relevant to the students that are joining their class, and the link to the previous school report as well. If you've got any requests that you would like me to help you out with, please do get in touch, either down below in the comments or contact me through my website or my LinkedIn, which are linked also here somewhere in the comments. Till next time, keep your heart in education and your head in EdTech. Goodbye.